There's nothing wrong with isolation moves, but if you're trying to get the most out of your workout without working out for hours on end, you want to stick with compound movements. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shatara, and here we will be discussing and trying out all things health, fitness, and wellness related. So today we're going to be discussing the best workouts to do during quarantine. So a lot of us have been locked out of our gyms because our state governments have pretty much told us that we can't go to the gym because we need to shut down, we need to stay home, and we need to make sure that we are staying safe so that we keep everyone else safe so that this virus just, leaves. So with that being said, we've all been forced to figure out how to keep those gains coming and how to not regress in our fitness by working out at home. So there are a lot of workout options going around the internet. You have virtual classes going on. You have people who are just uploading workout moves that they're doing to make sure that they stay on track, and also guided fitness classes. And that's all great. We want to make sure that we're using our time effectively because let's be honest, working out from home is totally different than working out in the gym. The environment is different. The energy is different. It's just not the same. So what I have found to be working best for me in terms of making sure that I'm hitting all of my muscle groups, making sure that I'm still burning calories and still not having to work out for hours on end is compound movements. So compound movements are going to be your big moves like your squat, your deadlift, your push-ups, your pull-ups, anything that requires you to use your entire body to perform the move. So even though you may think that squats is mainly for your legs or for your lower body, you're also using your upper body as well, especially if you are holding weight. So say for example, you're holding 2 dumbbells here or you're holding a bar on your back. When you squat, you don't just let your back like tumble over you, or at least you should not be. So making sure that your core is gauged, that's your abs, making sure that your shoulder blades stay back to keep that bar on your back, that is using your lats and your traps. Also, obviously using your arms because you have to keep that barbell steady. Or if you're holding dumbbells, using your arms because you have to keep those steady. You're using your entire body. The same goes for your deadlift. You're not only using your glutes and your hamstrings to pull up that weight, but you're also using your back to keep it stable and make sure that you're not rounding at the back. You're also using your triceps because you have to lock into that bar to make sure that the bar stays steady. Pull-ups, same thing. Granted, with push, you're not necessarily using your lower half. You are more so using your upper half more, but it's still multiple muscle groups at one time. Compound moves are going to be your best friend during this quarantine because they activate multiple muscle groups at the same time, which means that all of those muscle groups are getting stronger at the same time. So that also means that you won't have to be working out for as long, unlike with isolation movements or what we call accessory moves. So those are going to be your moves like bicep curls, which are literally isolating your bicep and you're working that, or your tricep extensions, right? You're isolating your tricep and you're only working that body part. No other body part is working to help you perform that move. You're just focusing on that one move, which is an isolation move. You want to limit the amount of time that you're spending on your isolation moves and maybe save them for the end for a burnout circuit. Now, there's nothing wrong with isolation moves, but if you're trying to get the most out of your workout without working out for hours on end, you want to stick with compound movements. Now, say for example, you're like, Shatara, I understand what you're saying about those compound movements and they sound great, but I love doing my tricep dips or I love my hamstring curls. I can't not do those moves while working out. Fine. How about you mix compound with isolation moves? For example, maybe you'll do a squat into a shoulder press. Squat into a shoulder press, or maybe you'll do a deadlift into a bicep curl. There are so many different things that you can do that mix both compound moves with isolation moves, and you can definitely do those together. At the end of the day, you just want to make sure that you're making the most of the time that you have before boredom sets in and you just don't finish the move and you don't finish your workout. So again, quick recap. Compound movements, deadlifts, squats, push-ups, pull-ups are going to be your best friend when it comes to working out during this quarantine, but you can also make them funner by mixing them with your isolation moves, your bicep curls, your front raises, side raises, your shoulder press. Mix these big moves with these small moves, and not only are you going to activate all muscle groups at the same time, which makes your workout shorter, but you're also going to burn so many more calories than you would just working out one muscle group at a time. Alright, so that wraps up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the information, and if you have any questions, please be sure to leave them below in the comments. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so that you can see whenever I upload videos. And if you are an essential worker, that includes grocery store workers, delivery people, anyone who has to be out there fighting the front lines of this coronavirus to make sure that our communities and our countries survive during this, thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I look forward to talking to you soon.